Hello, how are you doing? I had a bit of a challenge logging in again. It must be because of my desktop. I have trouble with my desktop and getting the live to happen. Oh, let's see, schedule live now. Oh, there we go, look at that. Let me just see what's happening. And if you would like to just sign on, just let me know that you've logged in. I'm just having a look here. I think I've got the same challenges I had last week. So I just want to see if I can see your comments. Yeah, right now I don't see anybody's comment. Let me just have a look here. I'm sorry about that. Let me see, I'm going live. See a few, oh, there you go. I think I see comments here. I hope they're going to continue. Oops, I think I just went. I see Ashley, Cindy, Larissa. Oh, there we go. All right, awesome. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to hold my phone. I thought we would be able to do it on my desktop. And again, I'm having that challenge. I've got to figure this out. Anyways, how is everybody doing? Nice to see you. It is Wednesday, March the 19th. Time flies. It's almost April. If you have any questions about mediumship or metaphysical questions, I'll see if I can add some of my experience that might assist you in your understanding of that topic. So please let me know if you have any questions and just type it into the text box for me. Hi, Mary Ellen and Lynn. How's everybody doing? Good, lovely. It was a beautiful day today where I live. It was 17 degrees. So I was able to take my dog for a walk. We went to the park. Oh, I just can't wait for summer to be here. Does anybody have any questions they'd like to ask me right now? Anything at all? So I'm seeing people logged in. I would love to see a question because that would be telling me that everything's up and running okay. I'm just waiting for a question here. I'm just going to jot down some of the audience. Yes, glorious day. Any questions at all about mediumship? I can talk about, I just this week, actually, as of tomorrow, I'll be wrapping up all the, my students for my beginners and my intermediate mediumship development classes. So it's been a great 6 weeks together. Right now, well, I did it yesterday, and tomorrow I'll be giving my students their one-on-one review, talking about their strengths and things to work on and their next steps. So if you're interested in developing your mediumship, I definitely do that. I enjoy it. It's one of my passions, being a retired teacher myself. And I would just love to assist you in being either a personal medium for yourself and connecting with your loved ones, or perhaps exploring the idea of being a professional medium. Studying mediumship will change your life. It'll lift your vibrations. It'll change the way that you view the world. It's definitely something worth investigating, even if you just wanted to take the class for one session for 6 weeks. It's definitely worth it. I've gotten some great feedback from my students. I wish I had some quotes right here with me right now, but things that are common that my students mentioned to me, that they love the one-on-one. They love that not only do I share knowledge, but they have opportunities to practice. And I got lots of thanks about thank you for empowering me. Thank you for giving me the option to create my own style and build my confidence, etc. So I kind of pride myself on doing that. My purpose for doing teaching is to empower others. I felt the very same way when I taught elementary school, just empowering children to be able to express themselves, to be curious about the world, to share their passions, Very same thing with mediumship for me, to be curious, understand what your gifts are, explore maybe what you want to do in the field of mediumship. Perhaps it's mediumship, perhaps it's healing, maybe it's working with animals. There's so many options that are available to you. So it really helps to take a course and just kind of dig in deep and see what works for you, I guess. So there's all kinds of options out there and you might not even be aware of it. For example, I never really thought that I would explore, healing in the area of animals. And now I'm exploring that and I'm having quite good success with that. I'm getting good feedback from my clients. And I just adore doing that, intuitive healing for animals. I also do mediumship, and I connect with animals on the other side, which is just awesome. I had a client, I believe it was last week, and I connected with 3 of her dogs in spirit, and each and every one of those beautiful companions, I don't want to say pets, had their own unique energy and brought something different to the family. So it's just an honor to be able to connect with animals in the spirit world. I also enjoy helping people to explore their past, their childhood, their triggers, and just kind of acknowledging those triggers and releasing them once and for all, and moving forward in their life. That is so important to be able to do that too. That'll change your life. For sure, that'll change your life. And that's part of the journey when you do mediumship, to do your own self-development. It goes hand in hand. Oh, thank you. I'm getting nice feedback from some of my students. Oh, thank you, Sammy. Thank you, Shannon. That's so nice of you. So Lynn's saying, my husband, stepmother, passed away last week. She was found by my brother-in-law. There was a great deal of animosity. Let's see if I can get Seymour. I can never get my Seymour to work. Yeah. So Lynn's asking a question about her husband's stepmother passed away and she was found by my brother-in-law. And there's a great deal of animosity. Lynn, if you could just add a little bit to that. I hate to kind of guess where you're leading towards. I'm not sure if you want me to comment on your stepmother's experience, how she feels now that she's on the other side about being found in that particular situation. And I'm going to assume that's something that you're talking about, and maybe about animosity. And I can tell you this, and this is as a result of my experience in talking to the spirit world. When they're on the other side, when you go to the other side, you have like a life review and you look at things from a different perspective. You look at the perspective of the person you affected on the earth plane. And there's a lot of healing that takes place. So I would, if I could connect with your mother-in-law or stepmother, your husband's stepmother, so I'm just trying to get that straight. I can see what she wishes to say, but it's almost like worries, concerns, guilts, animosity. It just kind of washes away. It's like of no significance anymore. Absolutely none whatsoever. I'll just see. When did you say this was? Last week? We'll see if I'm connected with your husband's stepmother. She seems to have a bit of a sense of humor. She's saying, who would have even have imagined that I would have been found that way? So she's just talking about the surprise and almost like a little bit of humor in the situation. Okay, so she's coming across in that way. Let me just see what else she wants to talk about. And she's saying like her, so it was her son-in-law, the young man, the brother-in-law that found her. She's saying he got the fright of his life. So she's just acknowledging that he got the fright of his life. But it's like she's saying it in a light-hearted manner. Like this isn't really like I don't want to say not serious, but it's not like it's an overwhelming tragic event that no one can get over. So from her point of view, she's finding it quite kind of amusing as she's thinking about that and reviewing what happened from the other side. Because of course now your husband's mother-in-law is healthy, happy. She wants me to say I'm more full of life than I've ever been before. So she's saying it like that. And she's saying, I'm learning a lot on the other side. She's saying that. And I'm learning that you need to let bygones be bygones when you're on the earth plane. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of time. And she's coming through with apologies connected to that. So she's bringing apologies of the wasted time. And she's saying, isn't it kind of ironic that he found me? There's something ironic about him finding her. And she's suggesting that there was a lesson in that for the both of them. And she just I'm just going to tell you, Lynn, she just keeps repeating. I'm sorry, not good with words today. I don't know what's up with me. Just keeps repeating this whole idea about don't waste time, make amends, move forward. And she's saying, like, I wish I understood this clearer, or I knew the importance of this when I was on the earth plane. So she's encouraging you and family members to put bygones, like let bygones be bygones, move forward. And she's showing this moving forward as like brighter, like a bright light, like you're walking down the path and there's this bright light at the end of it. And that's what comes with forgiveness and letting go of bygones and embracing everyone as they are. It brings like a type of light, a new energy of hope, of unconditional love. It brings all that into your life. And she says it changes your life totally. The way you interact, the way you think about yourself, the way you see your place in the world. So she's saying, that's my piece of advice for you right now. And then isn't she funny? She's like, okay, I gotta go now. She said, I've said my piece. She says, I have things to do. I'm continuing my healing on the other side. I know there's other people there with her because she's referring to other people that are there with her. It's like she's saying, like I need to catch up with others. I need to heal and it's almost like she's saying, she needs to make some kind of amends with people that are on the other side with her. I do feel I could possibly be her father. I feel a male energy on the other side. And I know there's family members there. And there's something about making amends, expressing her love in a more open, what is it? With more clarity, with more openness, with a whole heart. That's what she's saying. Well, okay, I'm just going to see what Lynn's saying. So Lynn said, Aminat, okay, with the boys. And okay. Lynn saying, I can do that, but they have resented her for many, many years. Yeah, her messages, she's coming through with acknowledgments. And if you go back, I believe she said, let me just see. She's acknowledging, trying to make amends. It's almost like she's saying to me, like she didn't have a clear focus. She didn't see things. They didn't see things clearly. She's saying that on both sides. Like this eminosity, I can't say the word, I'm so sorry, was on both sides, she's saying. It was on both sides. I don't know. It's almost like she's saying to me, this is what this is what's available for me right now to say, because I'm continuing to heal. There's something about continuing to heal. And she's making her own kind of apologies or owning up to her her actions on the other side. It's almost like she has to do it on the other side before she can affect or send her love and ask for forgiveness and all those things on the earth plane. So that's what she's saying to me. She's working right now on the other side, and then she is going to be coming back and focusing her attention here on her loved ones on the earth plane, inspiring them to forgive and to forget. I don't know. She's just talking to me something about memories. I feel that there's some kind of memories, perhaps in the past, when these male figures were like younger, like when the boys were younger, because she's talking about memories, like happy moments, remembering those moments. And I don't know, why do I feel like a sense of humor, a sense of playfulness at that time? And she's just saying, you know, that's what they need to embrace. That's what they need to remember. Something about, she's saying something about what I stood for, what I stood for. And she's like, she considers herself like a pillar in the family, that strength. So she's almost saying, like, when you put a different lens on, you see things from a different perspective. And again, sorry, Lynn just said resentfulness, etc. And resentful again, she's just confirming this. I'm just asking her about this. And she says that brings limitations, and that brings ill will, that brings health issues. So she's talking about how, isn't that interesting? She just said to me how ungodly resentment is. She's saying that like resentment comes from like ego. That's what she's saying. It comes from ego, from a lack of acceptance, from, she's very philosophical. So she's just, again, she's just reminding me, these are my 2 cents, she's saying. I've work to do on the other side. And then she's like, expect me to like sort things out. Like she's going to help to sort things out. She's saying it just like that. So in the near future, just be aware of signs or signals or inspiration or thoughts about her, because I feel this is going to help to promote the boys, as you call them, the boys' healing. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that message, Lynn. I hope that helps you. I feel in some way that you might want to re-listen to this message at a later time. She just keeps saying about that's got to be let go. Find a way to let that go. That's what she's saying. Find a way. And it's like apologies, like I was, what's she saying? Like I was the spark, the reason that this occurred. So she's very aware of that. Very aware of that. Yes, for them, not for you, Lynn. She's just giving the message for you to relay to like the boys, as you call them. Isn't this interesting? I'm just going to say what because I'm asking her, is there anything else you want to say? Like she keeps trying to leave and she goes, she's just something about airing your dirty laundry in public. So she's saying like, I'm not giving more information. This is what I can give right now. So, and mention to your husband might even have dreams or think about her in some way. And that's her way of trying to come through in like a personal one-on-one way. So that's important to her to kind of be able to extend the olive branch. That's how she's saying it, and to do it more one-on-one. Okay, and I'm going to leave you with all her love. She definitely she's not verbally saying it. She's expressing it to me through my feelings. So it's that sense of, owning up to it, that kind of seriousness. Like she's not being kind of lighthearted or anything. She's like, owning up to it. That's what I want to say. She's owning up to it. She's facing up to it. And there's like a heaviness on her energy, and she's saying that's the work to be done. That's the work to be done. She just keeps saying that, and just to let the boys know she's acknowledging it, and she's ready to put in the work. And she's just saying, you'll be aware of that change. You'll know. So it's coming in the future. She said, you got to give me time. You've got to give me time. There's a lot of processing to go through. And she says, just as I'm processing, you're processing. Then we're going to get to that divine time, in which it's almost like she's saying like we're on a more balanced foundation, or some healing has taken place, so we can almost like, it's like, she's saying so we can hear one another. So we're like on an even playing field. So that's why time still has to there has to be time still. The process has to continue. Sorry, and she just keeps gonna do, and I just want to make sure, Lynn, that message was clear for you. No, sorry, not even just me. I apologize. She wanted to make sure that you understood the message clearly from me. So thank you. She just came through with a bit more information. Isn't that interesting? Okay, she's talking to me now. She's just telling me about me. Okay, and I'm going to leave you with all of her love. So thank you very much. Hi, Diana. How are you? Did anybody hi, Lise. Did anybody have any questions? I didn't realize that was going to happen. It just kind of happened there. Any other questions? Remember, Lynn, divine timing. That's what she's saying. Divine timing. She keeps saying that. So there's that level playing field. So it's almost like how's she saying it? It's almost like two hearts, two minds, two souls can connect. You need that connection, that flow, like it's almost like an unblocking to allow that flow to come in, so you can see the signs, so you can feel the inspiration, so you can allow those memories back in. So that's what she keeps saying to me. So lots of love to you, Lynn, from me as well as this communicator. Diane's saying, Austin, can you find out who the spirit guides are, or a name? This is the tricky part with spirit guides. Really, I don't have permission to be able to do that. I mean, I assist my students in connecting with their spirit guide, and then they determine who are they. They receive a name if they feel a name's of importance or of significance, but I don't really connect with other people's spirit guides. If I do a soul reading, for example, I'll connect with my guide, who will connect with my client's guide, and I'll receive information that way. It's almost like funneled through to me, but it's really none of my business what your guide's doing and what they're up to. That is your business, and it's your responsibility to build that relationship with them. They've been assigned to you for a reason. They aren't assigned to me. I can guarantee you that you have a guide and they're waiting. A lot of times, guides will say things like, I've been waiting. And they're just waiting for you to open up to the possibilities, to, it's like that suspension of disbelief. Like when you go to a play, it's like, these aren't people talking on a stage. This is actually a story taking place. This is a family here in front of me. It's the same kind of idea. And just ask for a connection, ask for the signs, give me a sign you're here. And then look for the signs, and you'll know the way it feels in your gut. It was like, oh my goodness, I just can't believe that happened. I think I told this story. This is when I was teaching, a long day of teaching. Then I went to a long workshop. So I had been working from 8 to 6:30 in the evening. Hadn't really had a dinner, just, a few finger snacks they'd have at the workshop. And I'm driving along, la, la, la. And I heard in my head, slow down, drive careful. Okay. Oh, I'm just tired, blah, 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 driving. I'm like, oh my goodness. I need gas. I'm going to have to stop for gas. And then I'm driving around and I keep getting, slow down, just go home. Everything's okay. Slow down. Then all of a sudden the traffic stopped and there was a car accident beside me. A car accident I went by. I thought, whoa, isn't that weird? There's a car accident. Then I got this weird feeling inside. It was like, go home, slow down, go home, slow down. Within maybe less than 5 minutes, I got in a car accident. So as far as I'm concerned, that was my guide trying to say to me, just go straight home. Be careful, something's going to occur, but you have free will to take responsibility and follow this kind of insight I'm giving you. I didn't follow it. I ended up in a car accident that evening. It was the strangest evening I've ever had. And I kept putting it down to, oh, I'm tired, da, 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 da. And it wasn't. It was actually my guide speaking to me. So just beware of things like that and just be open to it. If you get thoughts popping into your head and you haven't been thinking about that at all, it's very likely it's your guide trying to connect in with you. Absolutely. And if not your guide, sometimes it's your loved one in spirit. Like, what happened? Oh, yes, it was today. Today I went for my massage. I have issues with my back, and I was just there on a massage table, and my masseuse has on music, and I have a song connected to my dad in spirit, and I'm lying there, and I'm like, uh-oh, here we go. And the song came on. I'm like, okay, hi, Dad. How are you doing? Thanks. And I knew my dad was just reaching out for that one moment, just saying, I'm there, I'm supporting you, everything's okay, you're not alone. And it was just beautiful because I was open to what was happening in my environment. There a reason I was there on the massage table, relaxing, open mind, open heart, not being busy, so I could feel. I was aware of that sign coming through from my dad. Just happened to be through the song on the radio, but I was aware of it. I hope that kind of helps, Diana. Some people might do that, connect with people's guides. I don't know. I'm interested in that. They must have special permission or their guide helps them with that. I would just be curious, how they accomplish that and they don't get themselves into, trouble in some way, because I'm always following the, let's say, etiquette, rules of the spirit world, natural laws. I always go through my guide, because I've had situations where, things will happen, and I might misstep. And then how I know this, I feel off. I can't sleep. I feel this weight on me. My mediumship seems a little cloudy. And I know that there's something that I need to take care of or make kind of amends for, fix. Take responsibility and fix it because I created this situation. I hope that kind of helps. Sorry, I went on a bit of a tangent there. Diane saying, oh, for sure, because I do feel things like that. Absolutely. So then you feel it, talk to them. Right? Meditate. It's called sitting in the power. If you know what sitting in the power is, so you sit in the power, you lift your vibration with the intention of connecting with your guide. Your guide might come through as like an actual figure. You see somebody, you might just feel energy or see like an orb of energy. You might just see light. You might hear a ringing in your ears. However that comes through, like accept that, acknowledge it, and say, I want to work with you. I'm inviting you in to work with me. Let's build this relationship. And that's how it works. I think sometimes people just think, if you tell me who my guide is, then I got it all, but it's like kind of, that means you want me to do the work for you. And what are the best relationships, right? That you're connected, you're dedicated, you work on it together, all those things. That's what makes the best relationship. And that's what you want to have with your guide. So put in the time, put in the effort, believe in them just as they believe in you. They've been assigned to work with you for a reason. They have the expertise to assist you. And I think I've mentioned I have a guide that assists me in mediumship. That's on my live events, when I do one-on-one readings, when I do work in the spiritual church. I have a guide that helps me do those things. And then I have another guide, and their expertise is in healing. So very likely if you develop as a medium or a healer, you might have more than one guide that will approach you. And I do have two guides right now that assist me for different things. Diana says, before things happen, I didn't know it was a guide. There you go. Now you know. Now you know. Isn't it awesome? Absolutely. And even my daughter who's in Australia, she's kind of like awakening. I've been waiting so long for her to kind of connect with the spirit world. And she's like, Mom, you wouldn't believe what happened. I was walking down the street and this license plate said, it was like, yes. She said, I just put a question out to the universe and then I saw a car go by and on its license plate was YES. So she has things like that, and she finds buttons. She's like, I was just sitting on public transportation and a button rolled down the aisle. I couldn't believe it. She said, I went to a baby christening in a church and I sat down and right beside me on the pew was a button. So that's like the kind of sign. She gets like messages on license plates and she finds buttons in the most unusual places, which is very cool. And that's a sign for her. Absolutely. Does anybody have any questions? I'm doing an awful lot of talking. Any other questions? Yeah, so spirit guides are just awesome. And it's usually, I find when you're kind of sitting in the quiet, that's when you can hear them, right? You're sitting in the power, like you're getting a massage, and you just relax, and then those thoughts just kind of flow in. And the other day, just talking about my massage today. So that was that. So I felt that flow in from my dad. And then I'm just lying there, I'm like, what? And then I just had the spirit of a horse. I'm like, I had this horse, which like, where did you come from? And so if anyone could take a horse in spirit, please let me know now. If no one can take a horse in spirit, then I'm going to just remember that. And I'm going to do a little test. And when I go back to get my massage, I'm going to see if this horse comes through again, because it might have been connected to either my masseuse or someone in the office I was in today. But and all I saw was this, like, this beautiful, I want to say like a brown colored horse. It almost looked like it had blonde. Isn't this funny? But it almost like it looked like its mane was almost blonde, like it was lighter than its fur on its body. And its head just came straight forward, like right here, was just looking at me. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I don't know a lot about horses at all. So if anyone's been thinking about horses or has a connection to a horse that might have passed recently or had a really important, there we go, Kelly. My aunt just had a horse that crossed. Oh my goodness, Kelly. Okay, let me just think into this. Let me just feel into this. Because I was just lying there on the, and this horse, like this head, woo, right? I'm like, what is happening? Like, because, okay. Could you take that? Sometimes I'm off with coloring, but can you take the color? Do you know your aunt's horse, first of all? Are you aware of your aunt's horse, what this horse looked like? The way it presented itself, it looked like it was a beautiful color. Like, I want to say it seemed like it was a lighter brown. It showed me its mane. And I'm telling you, its mane seemed lighter. And this is going to sound funny, but its mane looked like it was almost sun-kissed. Isn't that a funny thing to say? You know, like when you were young and you would be out all day in the sun, and then your blonde hair would go even lighter, like your hair sun-kissed. So that's what I felt. And it was curious. It's like, oh, you can see, like, I wasn't sure if I could see it because it came so close, like you can see me. It's like, hello, I'm here. Okay, tell me some more. Because let me just see if I can reconnect with this horse. Oh, wow. This horse is quite beautiful. And it's funny, like it's showing me, I don't know what this would mean because I don't know a lot about horses, but this horse is almost showing me like it's like trotting. It's almost, I think that's called trotting. And like its tail is held high, like had a real sense of, I want to say like a sense of self, a sense of, I want to use the word identity, which is kind of funny to say in, for a horse, but it was like this horse knew who it was, and almost like it knew its purpose. And I just see this horse like trotting, and I feel like this horse is like trotting, going to your, I forget who you said it was, your aunt, like going towards your aunt with like love and respect. And I do feel that like your aunt did some kind of training with this horse. There feels but I don't want to, like mutual understanding kind of training. Like this horse was willing and able and happy to do these things. It was like this relation, it's like more of a relationship than like person, like animal. It was almost like two people, if you can take that. Oh wow, 3 cross. Okay. Well, this one that I'm getting, I really feel it's a female. It feels like a feminine energy. And it's funny because this horse just keeps like highlight beauty and movement, beauty in the movement of the body, beauty in the connection with with your aunt. They just keep talking about beauty. Let me just see if there's something else. Beautiful horse. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to call it a horse. I just want to say beautiful energy. And could I say also, Kelly, that this horse was determined to come through because there was without any, like there was no questioning. I knew absolutely what this was. This horse was curious. They wanted to connect with me. They know, it was like they know that I'm working more and more with animals and connecting with animals on the other side. So it was almost like, they were like, oh, there she is. She's open. I'm going for it so I can get this message through. And again, it just shows you how intelligent the spirit world is, because this beautiful energy, this beautiful horse knew, Kelly, that you would be here on this live event this evening, and that the message would get through to your aunt. Oh, and then just hold on 1 minute because this horse is continuing. It's funny because this horse, this female, seemed to be the leader of the pack, because I'm just looking around this horse to see if anyone else is with her. And I definitely feel 2 other horses behind her. It's like it's funny, I'm hearing horse words, and I don't know anything about horses. I'm hearing like one horse is on its left flank and one's on its right flank. These horses, I know one of them is different. I'm just highlighting different. I'm seeing this other horse is different in terms of, I don't know, I'm seeing like black and white. So there's something different about this other horse. What is it about that horse? Sorry, I'm just feeling into, I don't know if this other horse, I don't know. It almost feels like this other horse was like a rescue horse, or she helped to heal this other horse in some way. Because this horse, it's almost like this horse is saying, like, I had a wildness. I don't know, what is it? Like a wildness, a streak, something there that your aunt helped to heal. So I just wanted to acknowledge that with this other horse. And I'm feeling, I feel that this horse was it feels like a male. I know this energy is definitely different from the lead horse that got my attention this afternoon. And the horse that's on the other side, I don't know, why do I feel this horse is younger? If not younger, it had a younger spirit. I feel like this other horse was perhaps more of like a follower or learned from other horses. There's some connection about this horse and their communication skills with other horse. It's funny, I almost want to call this other horse like a horse whisperer. Like this horse could bring like healing to other horses. And I don't know if this horse helped people to heal or children or other animals, but I feel this other horse had that potential, that energy for bringing like groundedness, calmness to others. What a beautiful, beautiful animal. Definitely. Sorry, I'm going to have to walk now because, believe it or not, I'm getting low battery on my phone because I thought I was going to do this on my desktop, so I apologize. Yeah, so let me just see if there was anything else about, talk about Mercury retrograde here. Oh boy, okay. I'm just going to plug my phone in here. Yeah, so it was definitely, 3 horses I had 3 that came together. And then when behind them, I have a feeling that these may have been the most recent ones that passed, because behind them I see others. And not only do I see other horses, it's almost like the horse, how would I say this? Like the horse, it's not horse world, but horse consciousness on the other side is thanking your aunt for her, what are they saying? Almost like the word isn't dedication, it's more than that, but her work, her service to horses, even animals. They're thanking her for her service to horses on the earth plane. And they're saying that they recognize that they're very, very aware of that. Oh, isn't that so beautiful? And again, just mention to your aunt, just to be aware. I tell you, the horse that connected with me today, the energy was so strong. So I have no doubts that this horse is going to connect in some way with your aunt. So, just let her know. No, you're not imagining it. Yes, they're here because this horse is saying to me, I want to bring her comfort. I want to bring her comfort. And then the horse is showing me like a blanket going on its back. So this horse wants to do the same thing for her, to know that they lived a full and beautiful life. They love her, they acknowledge her, and it's almost like they're saying like she was part of the herd. I don't know if you call like a whole bunch of horses together a herd, but she was part of the herd, part of the pack. They're saying that we love you, we adore you, and it's like continue the work. They're just continue the work, and you can be of service by helping one individual. You can be of service helping your family. You can be of service helping your community. It doesn't matter. It's one soul at a time. So I just want to I'm shaking like uncontrollably. Whew, I can't even hold this. So I just wanted, Kelly, if you can share that with your aunt, that's just so beautiful. So beautiful. And again, I've never had a horse ever come through to me. And the horse is just laughing and saying, just wait. Like they're going to bring their friends also. Okay. Yeah. And you know what? She is like part of their life, their memory, their soul connection. And again, they're just, it is never lost. It is never lost. We're just there in spirit now. Our connection goes on. And they're even like saying, and one day we'll be reconnected. One day. And I tell you, this horse is extraordinary. This main horse that's connecting with me. Wow. Such energy and love and commitment and intelligence. So intelligent. All right. Thank you so much, Kelly, for coming forward. That's awesome. So I don't have to go in a month and ask my masseuse if she has a horse in spirit. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Let me just, it's like they're just hanging around. I can see them like, they're grazing like in a pasture. They're at peace. They're calm. They're like, it's like they're chatting with each other, like keeping each other's company. Oh, it's so beautiful. Such a calming vision of the other side for animals, and in this case, horses. So beautiful. Just want to say, we're never alone. We're not alone. We're not alone. I don't know if she's thinking like, oh, they miss me, they miss this, there's something they're missing. They're like, no. The answer is no. Whatever she's been asking, they're like saying no. We're not alone. We're healthy. We're happy. We're together. And it's like, well, what are they? Like we're running the pastures. The pastures. Is that interesting? Yeah. And they're just showing me how beautiful the colors are in the pastures. Wow. The way they're showing it to me, it's almost like a farm pasture in heaven. Isn't that cool? Oh boy. Okay, they're showing me something else. I just want to mention this to see if you can take this, Kelly. Can you take, if not a loved one in spirit for your aunt, but maybe a friend in spirit that was connected to these horses that would be on the other side? Because I don't know, they were just showing me like a fence. It looked like a barn. And then I had a woman coming out of the barn. And I felt that it felt like someone in spirit on the other side that knew these horses, maybe interacted with them, or someone that your aunt would know. So they're just acknowledging that, and I feel it's an older lady. I'm seeing gray hair. And this lady is, okay, thank you. And this lady's like very, very down to earth. I feel like she's a horse person because they're saying to me, she's a horse person too. And it's funny, they're giving me all these horse words. And like, I see her like, if she's not, does this make sense? She's carrying tack, horse tack. Is that what you call that? Like, I don't know. I see her like wearing like riding boots, and they're showing me a saddle, and so they're just saying like she's with us and she's busy. That's what they're saying. Like oh, is that interesting? So the way they're showing me that they're saying like she's busy, she's involved with horses, she's involved with your horses. Well, that they don't. Yes, okay, I understand. They're kind of saying to me that's not the way to refer to us. I understand. Because no one owns. I understand. Okay, so I'm going to apologize for that. I'm trying to find the right words. But she's around the horses, your companions. Okay, thank you. So isn't this, oh my goodness? Because they showed me this barn and yeah, okay. All right, I just want to see if she wants to say it. Oh, isn't she wonderful? And she's just saying, you know what? I know how important the horses are to her, so I want the horses to come through. She's saying, it was their idea. It was their idea. She's kind of like, I'm the sidekick. I'm the sidekick. It was their unconditional love and passion for your aunt that made them come forward. And then they were kind of like, because this main horse which is just amazing, that was looking behind and showed me the other two horses, then kind of went and look over there and said, here's the pasture, here's the barn, and she's here with us. So that's just confirming again that they are not alone. They are well cared for. And this older lady, she's saying like something about like the best of both worlds. Like she knew she had the horses and she interacted with them on the earth plane, and it continues on the other side. So she's like, what else could I ask? This is the heaven on earth that I could not have dreamt of. So she's talking about like it's the ultimate heaven for her, the ultimate heaven. Yeah, and I just keep seeing these, heaven's pastures and the barn and the commitment and the communication, and oh my goodness, it's just beautiful. It makes me want to go and learn how to ride a horse. I'm telling you, it's just so beautiful, this compassion and love for one another. If I kept going into that, I'd be crying any minute, just to let you know. So I'm just trying to kind of keep on control of that. Okay, so let me just see. So thank you so much, Kelly. What a beautiful connection there. So, I'm just overwhelmed by that. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to cry anyways. Okay. Thank you. So if you could make sure that your aunt gets this message. And it was very healing for myself also, especially because I'm right now in my own development. I'm working with and building on my ability to connect with animals. So that just confirmed to me that, yes, I'm going down the right path, and this is something I should do. So there you go. A healing and a blessing for me too. Lovely. Okay. Let me just see. I feel that I have a male in spirit, and I keep getting the name Frederick. Can someone take the name like Frederick, Fred? Okay, you got to tell me some more. But it's funny the way that it's being said. So I don't know. So just give me a little bit of leeway here. So the communicator may not be Frederick. The communicator may be someone who would call... I'm getting myself all in the kerfluffle here. But I just keep hearing Frederick, like the way Frederick's being said by somebody. Frederick. It almost sounds like it's like, feels like it's with a bit of an accent. Okay. They're getting me to express how Frederick is being said. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let me just see what else. And then you can Sam the Frederick, and a bit of a Sammy, a Frederick, and like a bit of kind of like an accent. And can you also take with Frederick? I'm being shown. I feel like it's a cane or mobility issues, and I'm getting like irritable, cranky. This crankiness at the end of life. Can you take that? Yes. Okay. All right. Because I'm going to tell you, it's like mumbling, like a cranky old man. That's what I'm getting. That sensation, cranky old man. And it's almost like he's picking up the cane and like pointing it, like kind of this attitude is like I don't know, the world. How would I explain this? Like, kind of like the world's out to get me. I'm not comfortable. It isn't fair. Woe is me. That kind of attitude. Okay. So why are you showing me this? Isn't this interesting? This gentleman's saying to me, I'm showing you this kind of crankiness and this irritability as a sign of not going. It's like rubbing people the wrong way, not going with the flow. It's almost like he's showing me, the flow of life. And when you go against the current, that's what happens to you. You get cranky, you get irritable, you complain a lot, and eventually oh, Fred. Okay, thank you. And he's talking about that crankiness, like affects your body in some way. Okay. Right. Okay, that does make sense because I kept hearing someone say, Frederick, like the way they were saying it, it wasn't like they were saying it's me. It's like they're calling that person. So that makes sense. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sammy. Yes. Okay. I understand. Yeah. Cause, I just feel that little, for me, and I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything, but I'm kind of like I don't know, I want to call myself shy, but I'm kind of I'm more of an introvert. I'm going to use the word shy. I'm kind of more shy, kind of more sensitive to energies. So the energy of this grandfather, I'm getting, or I'm receiving it as being a little bit more harsh, if I can say it like that. There's like a little bit of an edge to it. Okay, so why is he coming through with that? Oh, isn't this funny? Okay, let me just get this straight in my mind. I've had a lot of people bringing other people in. So Sammy, it makes sense. Okay, Sammy, okay, tell me if you can take this. I feel that your partner it's not like he's playing a joke, but I see him laughing in the background with his arms crossed. And it's like, let him do the job. So it's like he's encouraging his grandfather to come through to give you a message. So it's almost like he's saying to me, she'll listen if it's from someone else. If it's from me, she doesn't really listen, or she doesn't take it in. She gets distracted. Does that make sense to you, Sammy? That's what he's saying to me, and he's standing in the background. So I just want to see what his grandfather's message is for you. Okay, this is what he's saying. Isn't this interesting? And I think this is a little bit of your partner combined in that too. It almost feels like it's a group. They're saying, you're better than them. You're better than them. Don't let them get your goat. It's like ride the current. Don't let it pull you down. So it's like instead of swimming against the current, it's like floating with it. Go with the flow. And they're like saying, that will really piss them off. It's almost like they're saying, like they're trying to get a reaction from you. So you know how his grandpa was showing, he's reacting, blah, 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 blah. They don't want you to react like that. Okay, what else did you want to say? Is that what the message is? Just repeating, you're better than them, you're better than them. Just keep saying that. Keeps repeating that. And he's like, get that from Gramps. Right from Gramps, right from oh, isn't that funny that he's going to say that? Right from the horse's mouth, especially after I just had horses coming through. He's a funny guy. Okay, this is your partner saying that? Right from the horse's mouth. Oh my good. And he's like, you don't think I'm watching? You don't think I'm listening? And he's referring to that in terms of me and what's going on here, this event, as well as you and what's going on in your life. He's, what is he saying? It's funny how he's showing this. He's showing this to me almost like, I'm getting the image of like a pink blanket, and it's almost like not only is he putting it around you, but he's like putting it on the ground. Like, I'm going to send you the, it's like unconditional love, the groundedness, the, okay, come on. I know he has some unique words here. It's almost like a higher level of energy, of unconditional love that's kind of going to like soothe the path, soothe your way. That's an interesting word he's using, soothe. Like to soothe. Okay, now he's going back to animal things. He's saying, have you heard this saying, like music soothes the heart of the savage beast or something like that. That's what he's saying. Like he's going to bring that energy to kind of soothe this irritability, this kind of ecstatic, like this strange kind of energy. So he's going to soothe that out. It's almost like he's going to put this pink blanket of energy around it to kind of smooth it out for you so that you can kind of just walk right through it. Just walk right through it. And he's showing you like you're walking through, like bubbles or foam, where you think, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? And then oh, it's just bubbles. It's just light. It doesn't really mean anything. It can't get me. It can't affect me. You can just walk right through it and actually enjoy the process of walking right through it. Isn't that interesting? So it's like, I'm gonna make it like that. I'm gonna put that down and you can just walk right through it. Okay, just wants to say one other thing. Okay, he's talking about he's talking about the children. I know boy, girl, and then he's saying the oldest one. Okay, I just wanted to tell me the oldest one. I felt like he was saying the boy is the oldest one because I saw the girl and then I saw the boy, then he said oldest one. So I'm going to assume the boy was the oldest one. What's he want to say? He's talking about being, that your son's very physical, very physical, very physical. He just keeps talking about that. On the go, moving. He's just acknowledging that. And he's laughing in a sense because he is, okay, what is it? Okay, I'm just trying to get this. It's like he has that kind of energy that he says is familiar to him. He has that energy, that enthusiasm. And it's almost like it comes out. Why does he keep saying physical? I also I hear it's like he's just giving a little bit of advice, like make sure they're getting enough physical activity to release that energy. It will be good for them. They need that. It'll be good for them. It'll be good for you. And he just keeps showing me like outside, fresh air, physical activity. He's saying you're doing a fantastic job. And he's like, I could have done it better myself. Okay. And he's saying something about like an Easter hunt. So I don't know if you have plans for like an Easter hunt for the kids, but he's saying he's saying yes, that's a great idea. And he's saying like don't put the eggs too close together. Make them work for it. Make them run around. Make them work for it. And it's almost like he's showing me, he's saying something like if it rains inside, if it doesn't outside. But he likes the idea of this hunt going on inside, but outside as well. So they can get fresh air and they can like run around. He keeps saying that. Make them work for it. Make them work for it. Don't spoil them. Make them work for it. He keeps saying that. And then he's just referring to the two, and he's just saying, just like you and I worked for it. So he's talking about the work, putting in the hard work, the labor, the journey. He's saying, make sure the children also have that opportunity, that freedom to put in the work and to learn. He's saying blood, sweat, and tears are the key to success. That's what he's saying. Blood, sweat, and tears are the key to success. And he's like saying, don't over-mother them. And he's saying, oh my goodness. He's saying like, you have a good heart, but good hearts he's saying, but good hearts can also like step back and let them learn. Let them scrape their knee, let them get up, let them cry, let them wipe their tears. So it's something about allowing them to have more and more independence as they grow and mature. He's just reminding you of that and how important that is. And then he just goes back, remember us, our growing pains, our us putting in the work, our tears, our joy, our smiles. He just keeps going back to that. And he's saying you're going to experience that again through the children. You're going to experience that again. All right. He's saying, I miss your quirkiness. That's how he's saying it. I miss your quirkiness. I miss your energy. He's saying, I miss that. But he's saying, oh, isn't that funny? He's saying, but I tune in. It's like I tune in weekly to watch you and the kids. And he's referring to it almost like when he tunes in, it's like his favorite series or show on TV. He's like, I tune in and I sit back and I watch. And he's like, it's exactly like I was there. It's exactly like I'm there. He goes, oh, it's the joy in my day. It's like, it gives me joy. It gives me joy. I just love checking in. Oh, I get such a kick out of it. And he goes, and I never know how it's going to end, which is funny. He's like referring to like, you know, when you're watching, a series on TV and you don't know how that episode's going to end. He's saying that too. Like it keeps me, entertained. It keeps me laughing. It keeps me on my toes. I can never get bored of this. Never get bored. And he's saying, never get bored of you. Oh, I'm not going to cry. And he's just saying, you know, I love you. How is he saying this? I love you to the depth of my soul. My heart is always yours. He says it just like that. And he actually shows me a heart, it's like, my heart is always yours. I don't know, this is kind of strange, but it's almost like he's holding his heart and he's like giving it to you. My heart is always yours. Here it is. Here it is. And it's in some sense your like continuing like your life and etc. That is continuing his heart. Like you're taking his heart along on that journey with you. Isn't that interesting? So he's like, I'm there. I'm there. You know that I'm there. And oh my goodness. He's just saying something. I'm going to what was he saying? Just what's he saying? It's almost like he's saying, you're my like it's not, and he's like, you're my dynamite, you're my spark, you're my, and I know he's trying to give it to me. I'm trying to get that word through, but it's something like you're his dynamite, you're his, and he's just talking about you and your personality and how you were that like force of nature, almost like he's saying that force of nature, like you're, he's just making me feel that, and he just wanted to express that to you so you remember that, because I think he's almost like she forgets that, she forgets that. I want her to remember what she meant to me instead of always thinking about what I meant to her. It's important because I don't want her inner spark, her I don't know what it is. It's like her pizzazz, I don't know what he's trying to say. I don't want that to dim. So he's saying that's part of my, it's funny, he's saying that's part of my journey, part of my purpose here on the other side, to make sure that your it's like almost like your flame continues to be lit. So he goes, it's almost like if there's any problems, if there's any issues, he goes, just reach out. I'm not far away, and I'll do what I can do for you. Yeah. And always that, and then he's kind of laughing and he's saying, aren't I a good provider? He's like being the provider from the other side, the spiritual provider. Isn't that awesome? He's like unconditional love, clearing your path, giving you the support. He's like perfect husband. He's saying like that, I'm the perfect husband. And all right. And yeah, I'm going to let him go. He's so happy that he came through, because he's saying that this is a challenging time right now. And he's like keep the chin up, keep smiling. You got this. You got this. And he's just reminding you got this. Don't let them kick you when you're down. He goes, so if you aren't down, they can't kick you. So it's like, stay up, keep your vibration up. I'm here with you. I got your back. I got your back. And he's just saying, love the kids, hug the kids. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to leave you with all his love. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, so thank you, everybody. My goodness, sir, I'm just going to walk back to my office because I recharged there. I gave 3 messages today, but they were very detailed, intense, multiple communicators, which is just awesome. So I really hope, I know I took some messages of healing, so I really hope everyone can take a message of healing from the stories that we just heard about, the beautiful horses, Sammy's loved one in spirit, and I forget who the other person was. I'm so sorry. Oh yes, and the stepmother. So I hope everyone can take a message from that. And if you're interested in doing mediumship, Please check out my website. I'll be offering beginners and intermediate classes again the end of April. And I just love getting new wannabe mediums. It's a joy in my life. So if you'd like to work with me, please check out my website. I'll have your back too. So just as we're getting ready to wrap it up, remember to keep your heart brave and your imagination wild, because anything is possible. So lots of love, everyone. Thank you for being so patient. I don't think I'm ever going to get my desktop to work on Facebook. I tried. I think I'll wait till after Mercury retrograde. So I'll do it on my cell phone next week. So lots of love. Take care, Sammy and Kelly and Siobhan and Amy. Thank you so much. And I wish you lots of love. Please remember to reach out to your guide. They're waiting patiently. And that's your job, right? They're waiting for you to make that decision to reach out. So trust, believe, anything's possible. Okay. Lots of love. Take care, everybody.